Hey guys, it's Ellen here, and it's Mini Monday Madness. We're painting this little mini barn using this little brush here. Just a few colors. Kind of looks spooky, right? Woo! Really fun, easy to do. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments section. And also, I have my exclusive Patreon tutorials weekly. Go check that out. There's a link in the description box below. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to go over all my supplies. 3-inch square of Arches 100% cotton paper I sketched my barn on. I have my paints, Quinacridone Magenta, VanDyke Brown, Cadmium Yellow Deep, and Peacock Blue. My palette here, my water jar. Just to go over how to draw a barn, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Basically, we'll start with the front part. Just kind of making a square, but then you're going to go curve in, a straight line in, and then a straight line to the tip. And that will be the roof, the front part of it. And then you just extend the rectangle, extend, curve it here, not curve it, lean it, and then lean it again. Then you got the square door and the windows and the top. And then we're just going to be painting trees in the background. So, it's pretty easy to draw. I mean, you can find a barn on the internet and kind of look at that. So I have my Princeton number 8 long round velvet touch series brush, which I love. We're going to start off painting the background because we're going to make this roof like black and then the barn red. So I mix up some rustic yellows and oranges. So I get my yellow, mix up some of the magenta, make it an orange. It's very bright. Can add in the brown. So I got this rustic orange. The yellow, can add into brown. Get a rustic yellow. Or you can make the trees brighter if you want. Just showing what I'm doing. So make it more of like a yellowish brown here. And I'm just going to flush in a little darker actually. See, I'm just making this kind of tree shape in the background. Just around the barn. And they can add in the orange color. If it bleeds into that, that's fine. Just go like that. Almost like triangular going up. Same thing over here. You can play around with it. You can make it brighter or darker. Whatever way you want to do it. I might mix these two colors together. See, I'm having fun with this. Maybe more yellow. Because the barn's going to be red, reddish brown. You don't want red back here. More in the brown family. Grab some of the tan brown. We'll be adding some green pine trees too in this also. But I'm just playing around with adding these rustic colors. Very autumn. This will be more like an illustration than anything. It doesn't have to be serious. Again, adding this brownish color over here. And back here. Looks a little pointy, right? So I might just go in and add just color rounded out and back here. What we'll be doing is adding in some darker elements in the front. So don't worry about how this looks. You could just go ahead and just add this nice tone of orange and yellow all in the background. See, I'm just kind of blending it all now. And let it dry, and then we'll go back in. Or keep this wet and just tap in some of these brown tones like this. And some orangey tones. Yellow tones. Just like that. Whatever you want to do, play around with it. Have some fun with it. So I'm don't want to get it on the barn at all. I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to come back and do some more painting. All right, now that I've dried that, I can go back in again with my orange color fairly loose, and just do like another layer.
Okay, I'll film.
All right, so you're just moving the orange around like a tree shape. Same thing with this one. Like another one over here. Another one down here. I'll keep having fun with this, adding in some yellow. Yellow, brown. Voila. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. We'll work on the barn and we'll come back to that one. So I'll get my magenta and I'll add my yellow to make it red, orange, get the red back in there. The VanDyke brown will help it make it reddish brown. A little more brown. Like a deep red burgundy brown. And we'll start to paint the barn. I'm going to leave the windows for now. And I'll leave a little white edge on the side here where I painted the trees. And we'll keep the windows white for now. Paint this. Since we're going to make the roof really dark, don't worry about the roof so much. Don't mind my dog barking. All right. Just flush in that barn. Voila. This will be a major step process because you don't want the paint blending into the other paint. So I'm going to grab some of this brown again. Peacock blue, yellow, making this brownish green color. Can take that and just kind of wash it in down here. It's not greeny. You can add a little more blue and yellow. Get that green tone. It doesn't have to be green too. It could be brown. Just gonna wash that in. Now see that it's kind of bleeding with the barn, so we're gonna have to dry it and come back. What we're going to do here is we're going to take that paint, clean off your brush, and then just wet underneath here. So you're bleeding like a lighter color tone just in the bottom here. Just like that. This is going to be a vignette style kind of illustration. Voila. So I'm going to dry that and come back. All right, so that's dry. It's like a brownish, almost like a gray. You can go back in with your green, and you can just go in and layer that. Gonna add some more brown to that. But I do like how pale that was, so I think I'll take that green and just push some in up here, but then get really pale on the bottom like I had before. Because I like that layer of it being light like that. There you go. So now we're going to use our brown. Get some more brown. I'm losing it. You can mix it with black, whatever, but we're going to do some pine trees first. Get some brown here, yellow, peacock blue. Want a deep green. And you can mix whatever deep greens you have. You might already have a deep green that you already like to use. Whatever dark green you have. Make those pine trees. So do a little line down here, and this looks like little lines going across kind of sporadically, and you got the pine tree. Now you can make it more black tone green if you want. I'll add a little black in here, cheat. See? Make it a little taller. I'll add another one down here. Just a fun little pine tree. In the woods. I like to do things in threes, so I'll add another one. A small one just kind of in here. And then now we'll take the brown that we have and make like these little trees. We have all those colors in the background. Have it going down. Could use black too if you want to. And use a really skinny brush if you don't know how to control the tip of this one to make the branches. See? Making the branches go like this, curving downward. Ooh. Just like that. Extending outward. So if you can't control the tip of this, what you got to do is really take off the water. Just have that little tip. And then you're just making, sorry, you can't really see that, little black or dark brown branches. Little skinny branches. Connect them all the way up to like the color we have painted in here. You see that? It's like a cool effect. Ooh, spooky, right? Almost looking spooky. And that's what we're going to do. Just connecting them all to where the color is in the illustration. It's that simple. It looks cool, right? Again, you can go back in here and add like these deeper tones if you want. Just tap them in if you want more leaves to show, real leaves to show. Orangey leaves. You don't have to just leave it like that. You can go in and add some leaves like that. Or just leave it the way I had it. The brown roof I'm going to make black. So, you know, I'm not going to mix black. I'm just going to take black and put it on the brown roof. If that's cheating, well, so be it. And then we want on the side here. That's why I left that white. You didn't have to leave the white. And just fill this in. The windows we could make like blue, or we could make yellow in the windows. Make it like rustic. Like spooky. Look at the barn. Yellow orangey windows. Mix the yellow and the orange. We'll have to let that dry, of course. So it could be like somebody's inside. It's like Halloween time. The door we can make brown. Like a light brown. There's going to be too much green over here. Or we could make it black and add some gouache. I might do that actually. Do white gouache and do the crisscross with the white. So I'm going to do a black door. Get even darker. Take that black that's still on my tip of my brush and I'll put a line down here, distinguish the side from the front. And you can make the red just a little bit darker. Put a shadow underneath here and over here. Just add a little black to that red. And it just makes this side a shade darker because it's on its side. All right, this is dry. We can add in a little fence. I'll just take my black. Little lines going down here, rickety fence, and connect them. Little lines. Rickety old fence. All right, so we're going to clean off my brush. The yellow is still drying. It's kind of bled into the red, so we can't paint black over that right now. If your black starts to dry out and it's not dark enough, you can just grab a black gouache and it'll be perfectly fine. I have a white gouache that I already had over here. I'm going to grab some more. Nothing's cooperating today. Just use a cheap gouache, this is a Roller Downy one. And you just want to add a little bit of water, not too much. Just a teeny bit, just to make it so it moves. See, I just add a little bit of water. Again, using the tip or a fine brush. And then you can go, or you can use a gel pen actually. The crisscross. For the barn door. You can take that white too and kind of go across here. A little line here. Just get little accents. The barn. Taking too much paint off. Little accents. The yellow should be dry. Go back in with your black and make the windows. Or a pen if it's too hard for you to draw it that tiny. Use a pen, a marker. You can do, it doesn't have to be all watercolor. You get the window. Make this darker with the siding. And then we have our fall. Like I said, you can go in here and put in like little orange leaves. Da, 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 da. Add a little color to it. Go back into the background. Add them if you wanted to. Play around with it. Have fun. Add a little green stem to the pumpkins or black one. Like I said, so tiny you can't handle with the brush. Just take a marker. Do that. Take my darker red. Make some lines going across the barn lines. Get real detail if you want to. But that's it. Ta-da! Isn't that fun? Cute little barn illustration. Fall. For Mini Monday Madness. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to check out my Patreon. I have a really cool fall landscape over there, and that's exclusive for Patreon members. I do a new one each week. Excuse me. I put in ad-free videos too from my YouTube, and I give also sketches that go with the tutorials, and sometimes just sketches themselves. I'm trying to work more on that than the sketchbook tier, but it's kind of crazy right now at work and whatnot. So don't forget to check that out, and also my amazing art channel, which is acrylic demos. You can see the link description box below and on my about page. So take care, guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will speak to you soon. Okay, stupid me didn't realize that I didn't zoom back out when I was painting the pumpkins and the fence down here, but it's very straightforward. Just do some lines with the black and then go across. Same thing here for the fence. And just put in some round dots of orange and a little teeny stem to make the pumpkins. And I just put in a little couple orange like dots for leaves over here. But you guys are so smart. You guys can handle it. Just put a little fence down there. So sorry about that being cut out, but I wasn't paying attention. Thanks, guys.